Hello and welcome into the Convocation Center here on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania. It is senior day here, so we're going to be awarding the seniors, the 4 seniors on the team, with a few awards. They did that in the pregame, and now we're going to get started right underway with the national anthem. Welcome into the broadcast. I am Danny Beck. Joined alongside me is Stephen Ruffing. And Steve, I believe we are going to be taking a break for the national anthem, so kind of got started pretty quick and have to go right to the national anthem. What? Big deal. Hello and welcome into the Convocation Center here on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania, as we have California basketball here for you today, as your California Vulcans will be taking on the IUP Crimson Hawks. Welcome into the broadcast. I am Danny Beck. Joined alongside me is Stephen Ruffing. And Steve, California coming off of a loss last week in Mercyhurst. This is their opportunity now to face a very tough IUP Crimson Hawk team, see if they can get back on the right track.
Yeah, California taking a 78-72 loss yet again up in Erie for the second time this season. They're going to come back and they're going to want vengeance, and they're going to try to give IUP everything they got.
In their last game, they fell 78-72, and then switching over to IUP, they took on Clarion last week, a team that California took on not too long ago, and they came away with a victory 68-57.
Yeah, pretty close game considering IUP's talent and going up against Clarion. 68-57, it was a good game, but IUP pulled off a pretty good win for the season.
And the last time California and IUP met, you were there for the game actually, Steve, in IUP in Indiana, and California came away with the victory 79-52.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going up to IUP or California just playing IUP in general, it seems like they give it this extra effort, and it seems like they always play confident against the Crimson Hawks, and I'd imagine that's what we're going to see here on senior night.
It is, as you said, Steve, senior night. The 4 seniors that were recognized were Lana Dorn, Mickey Glenn, Precious Martin, and Brittany Nelson. 2 of those names, 2 players that actually sat out last season, so this is their kind of redemption tour, if you will. A 25-2 record, nothing to really knock. This team is complete. Their last game, it seemed like they lost a little bit of focus, but now they're going to try to get, as I said before, on the right foot moving forward into the playoffs, and this is the perfect team to play. This really gets them ready for playoff contention. The teams are, I don't know if you recognize it, the teams are playing harder as of late.
Right, and you can't take that Edinburgh loss or the Mercyhurst loss. That doesn't define this team, because it's a tough game at Mercyhurst. You know, they never really play well there in Mercyhurst, and it was their senior night again going for Edinburgh. A tough team, and I think California, that made them stronger, so they're going to come out here against IUP with everything they have.
So we have some starters for you here today. We have number 5, Sierra Barrett, number 12, Lana Dorn, number 21, Mickey Glenn, number 23, Precious Martin, and number 33, Brittany Nelson, as California will actually come down with the possession off the tip-off, and Mickey Glenn possessing it. Gives it over to Lana Dorn, then Passing it right away, cutting to the hoop is Lana Dorn. No foul on the court. However, Brittany Nelson tries to finish it off, cannot. And number 23, Haley Denman, comes up with a ball for the Crimson Hawks. Now Carolyn Appleby working against Lana Dorn, directing her offense on the floor. Denman has it. Good steal there by Mickey Glenn. Gives it over to Precious Martin. Precious Martin streaking down the floor, puts a shot up, no good. And IUP there to get the rebound. That was number 42, Megan Smith.
All effort there from Mickey Glenn, and Precious Martin, strange her missing from a short jump shot like that.
Most definitely is. As I said, trying to get back on the right foot. You got to get those confident shots early on in the contest, as Mickey Glenn almost another steal. However, IUP is going to keep possession, pass it over to Smith, and Smith is going to complete the play right there. IUP getting on the board first.
Yeah, a lot of confusion with both teams, except IUP, they found their rhythm there. They found the open passes, and they just slotted there for an open jump shot for the first 2 points of this contest.
California now their third possession, coming down the floor with Mickey Glenn. Pass over to Brittany Nelson. Nelson's shot is up, no good. Rebound there by Brittany Nelson after a tip from Sierra Barrett. Those long arms really helps her get those rebounds for California.
Yeah, Sierra Barrett tipping that to Brittany Nelson, getting her first 2 points of this game. Is there going to be a foul?
It's actually going to be jump ball. California will keep possession. It looks like they came down with it simultaneously.
Brittany Nelson having a few chances so far this game. She finally dishes out her first 2 points, but those first 2 opportunities were big.
As now Brittany Nelson will come away with the ball, and Mickey Glenn has it. Gives it over to Lana Dorn. You normally see this with teams on senior day. They start all their seniors. Brittany Nelson hasn't really seen much playing time, as Precious Martin will actually be called on the foul, on the charge, I believe, in the paint. As I said, Brittany Nelson, she hasn't really seen much playing time early on in contests. You normally see her subbed in towards the end of games, really. The person that she's replacing is really Shatara Parsons out there on the floor. As now Denman drives to Carolyn Appleby drives to the hoop and gets the bucket to fall. Now IUP leading 4-2.
Yeah, Appleby, they're leading point scorer there. She's up there with Megan Smith. She has 13.5 average per game.
Mickey Glenn at the top of the key gives it over to Lana Dorn. Dorn then passed over to Nelson from the charity stripe. No good. IUP coming down with the rebound.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to get the ball in Brittany Nelson's hands, and that's her third opportunity she missed.
And Appleby, pretty interesting shot. I haven't seen that much with the left hand completing the play right there and getting 2 more points on the board. It's now almost looked like Precious Martin was going to lose handle. Gives it over to Mickey Glenn. No good. Sierra Barrett, though, with a strong rebound, gets it back for California. Mickey Glenn on the outside, working against Megan Smith. Quite a mismatch on that one, and then they switch over. Nothing better, though, as now Mickey Glenn drives to the hoop. No good. IUP keeps her dribble, and then Mickey Glenn comes up with it and just out of bounds. IUP will get the possession now.
Yeah, Mickey Glenn isn't afraid to go to the ground, fight for that ball right there. She almost had it. She tried to dive out of bounds at the ball. The ball beat her to it, so that'll be IUP's ball.
And we saw Mickey Glenn going hard to the floor quite a few times last game in Mercyhurst. And as you said, Steve, she's not afraid to put her body on the line to get the ball for her team, as now Brittany Nelson will sub out and Shatara Parsons will come in. IUP inbounding the ball on the baseline. Gives it over to Brittany Robinson. Robinson's shot is up, no good. Shatara Parsons making her presence known right away on the floor. And now Shatara Parsons right underneath the hoop, gets a shot up and good. Defensive, offensive, what can she do?
Well, that's something we've seen a lot at Mercyhurst, and I think California really should have done more of it. Getting those lob passes up to Shatara Parsons is a nice play there from the Crimson Hawks. But getting those lob passes up, and Shatara Parsons, wherever that ball is, she's tall enough to get it and grab it and put up a layup.
Sierra Barrett as well, another name you can mention, as her shot's no good. Foul, I believe, there on Shatara Parsons, trying to get the rebound. As she looks like she's coming up a little bit slow. Looks like maybe her eye.
It looked like she cut a hand to the face when she was going up for that rebound.
So now Carolyn Appleby will bring it up the floor for IUP. Appleby passes it over to Lauren Wolosik. And then IUP's passing this ball like they can do anything out there on the floor. Now Megan Smith's shot is up and good. Megan Smith, her 4th point of the night.
Yeah, Megan Smith is a player that, nice interception there.
And now IUP brings it down the floor. Megan Smith goes off of her chest, and referee said she stepped out when she was trying to save the ball from going out of bounds.
Yeah, Megan Smith, she's going to be a threat. 6-foot guard. She's going to be averaging 14.6 points per game. California really want to try to shut her down tonight.
Mickey Glenn, that defensive player, is really going to try to stop her, and she's matched up against Megan Smith as well, as now Sierra Barrett gives it over to, Shatera Parsons. Megan Smith comes up with a steal. So now Denman gives it over to Appleby. Appleby driving to the lane and gets the shot to fall and one going to the line now.
Yeah, that was impressive. IUP seemed to be controlling this game. Carolyn Appleby, the 5'5 guard, she's pretty much outnumbered in height when she's going to the hoop like that. She draws that foul, and somehow that ball manages to find its way into the hoop.
And Abby Sporio checking in for California. Precious Martin subbed out, and Appleby completes the 3-point play.
And really, this isn't the start that we're used to seeing from California, especially against IUP. It seems like Mickey Glenn, out of anyone, she always steps up against IUP.
Abby Sporio passing it underneath the hoop to Sierra Barrett, and the ball will bounce off of her and out of bounds. So we'll reach our first media timeout. And Steve, California, as you said, this isn't really the start that we're used to seeing. Look at this tail of the tape here. California has really been dominating every other team that they've been playing this entire season.
Yeah, look at those points per game. California has a high 81.7, and then IUP 70.9. The points allowed pretty even. The field goal percentage even as well. Shooting-wise, it's all pretty much even. Those rebounds, on paper, this is a pretty even game, and we're going to see it tonight.
It most definitely is. And when California scores, they like to score in bunches, moving the ball around the floor methodically. And tonight, we're not really seeing that. They try moving the ball around, as you said, to Brittany Nelson. Nelson just cannot complete, though, and that's something that you can't blame her. She hasn't really been playing much this entire season.
Right, yeah. So, it's all up to California. Sometimes we'll see them struggle to make their way into this game. We'll eventually see it. They've been known to have kind of like a slow first quarter. And at Mercyhurst, a slow first quarter, and that they didn't really bounce back from it. But against IUP, I think this is a big enough game where you could really step up.
And head coach Jess Strom, the last game, she actually took a technical foul from the referees. And Anthony and D'Agostino are also CUTV, WCRL in transition. Abby Sporio passed it over to Shatera Parsons. Now Parsons driving into the lane, pulls up a shot, and no good off the rim as IUP comes down with the rebound. So now Denman gives it over to Wolosik, working against Lana Dorn. Now Appleby against Sporio. Megan Smith has it now with 10 seconds left on the shot clock, drives into the lane. Shot is up, no good. I believe Shatera Parsons might have got a hand on that one as well, as California now works in transition. And they're going to see a travel, I believe, called on Mickey Glenn.
Yeah, but before that traveling happened, Shatera Parsons being a big threat in this game so far. California's best player, both on offense and defense. Right now, she's the only California player with points on the court.
Yeah, and Shatera Parsons as well. You might see her stats on the offensive side of the ball. She really steps up on the defensive side as well, giving her opportunities on offense, as now a streak to the lane by Carolyn Appleby. Great outlet pass there from IUP. Lana Dorn now trying to get the play, and she does, getting the shot to fall and going to the line.
Yeah, another player that we usually see step up defensively, drawing that and one and going to the line. Maybe that's a little momentum boost that the Vulcans desperately need.
And Lana Dorn did not play last Wednesday, against Mercyhurst. Our condolences go out to her family, as she was home in London, now coming back for senior day. that defensive presence that really they were missing against that talented Mercyhurst team. So now Megan Smith pulls up a shot, and it is no good. So now Sierra Barrett looks like she jumped up a little bit early, but Abby Sporio coming down with the ball, streaking into the lane, no good. Blocked shot from IUP, and IUP will actually come down with possession now.
Abby Sporio trying to make a case for herself, as when she was driving to the hoop, she drew a lot of contact and was pretty much hounded by a couple of Crimson Hawks.
And California loves to do that, just drive into the lane, see if you can draw a foul, because they are an excellent free throw shooting team at just about 71%. Just like to get every opportunity they can. So now Wolosik working against Mickey Glenn. Driving in, then passes it back out to Appleby. Now Robinson in the lane puts up a shot over Shatera Parsons and gets the shot to fall. California now down by 10, 17-7.
Yeah, IUP really can't miss right now, and nothing's falling for California. And there's going to be another traveling called on the Vulcans.
Yeah, this is frustrating here now for California. You know, we were always talking about this playoff team. They really want to use these games as stepping stones. And the past game that they played against Mercyhurst, they had pretty dismal outcome. So they really want to use this game to their advantage. Now down by 10, trying to flip the switch now. As Denman on the outside working against Abby Sporio. Denman, no options, forced to retreat, then gives it over to Megan Smith. Smith in the lane, puts up a shot and gets it to fall. They can for.
Yeah, it seems like California, they're like a step behind on defense. They're still trying to figure out this Crimson Hawk offense.
So now Shatera Parsons looks like she's going to take up a shot and pulls it up and drives into the lane. Now she gets to go to the line to attempt two.
Shatera Parsons, she'll be going to the line, 54.8% from the free throw line. Not the best in numbers from the free throw line, but looking to take one there for her first shot.
So now California down by 11. And no good on the second shot as Denman comes up with the ball for IUP. Quite a few IUP fans as well here today. They made the trip out from Indiana, not that far away,
no.
but still a decent crowd here for senior day. So now Megan Smith has it. Defensive pressure there from California and kind of pinball over to another IUP player. Now with 6 seconds left on the shot clock, Carolyn Appleby puts up a shot, no good. Mickey Glenn coming down with the rebound. No rebound help there for IUP. Lana Dorn now makes a crafty move to the bucket. And a block shot, I believe, from IUP as California will keep possession. It's the ball bounced out of bounds.
And you know what, Danny? We saw this at Mercyhurst. We saw that too.
And no good there from Mickey Glenn on the attempted three. Shatera Parsons, good move into the lane. Again, no help in the lane, only Shatera Parsons.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. We saw that a lot at Mercyhurst. The opposing team having an answer for almost anything that California throws at them.
And now on the outside, that was Wolosik. Shot is up and good. And now California down 22-8.
Yeah, it might be time for a Jess Strom timeout with a minute left.
And now Abby Sporia, you got to think in this situation as well. Do you just want to save the timeouts? Jess Strom doesn't like to call timeouts. Mickey Glenn now getting fouled, going to the lane. She doesn't really like to call timeouts, so maybe she's going to use this 54 seconds, see if they can turn it around, because that second quarter break, or that first break, excuse me, you know she's going to be reaming her team out.
Yeah, and she does get through to the players, and she does have a lot of trust in them. Mickey Glenn can make her first one, but she's going to have a lot of trust in them, so it's up to them to really step up in this last minute of the first quarter.
86% free throw shooter on the season is Mickey Glenn. Her second shot is up and good as well, now making the score 22-10. Mickey Glenn missed a few shots, looked really uncharacteristic of Mickey Glenn, missing her free throws last game at Mercyhurst, converting there from the line as IUP now pressured. That press defense there from California as now Mickey Glenn has it up the floor, gives it over to Lana Dorn, then back to Glenn. Barrett now pushing down Wolosik in the lane, and California will keep possession. Good defense there from Wolosik, though. A strong player is Sierra Barrett.
Yeah, she kept with Sierra Barrett on that one. Sierra Barrett was trying to dribble through, trying to make some sort of athletic move to get by.
Lana Dorn's shot is up, no good. Almost a rebound there from Mickey Glenn, an offensive rebound. We don't really get to say that much, as Denman then passed it over to Carolyn Appleby just across the half-court line. Now with 15 seconds left on the game clock. Obviously the shot clock is off. Looks like IUP will hold, and now they're going to start moving. So now Wolosik has it. 5 seconds left on the game clock. Over to Carolyn Appleby. She looks like she's going to pull up a shot at the buzzer. No good. So the first quarter, California down by 12, 22-10. We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. You're watching California women's basketball right here on CUTV Sports 1.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. That's what you have here tonight. That's what you've earned here tonight. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
Hello and welcome back into the Convocation Center here on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania. California down 22-10 against a very tough IUP team. Now we saw, Steve, their rebounding really is what is not allowing California to get on the scoreboard, really.
Yeah, and I said it earlier in the game, IUP really does have an answer for everything California's offense is throwing at them. They have that lane clogged up. They're not allowing them to get those shots off. So California's really struggling so far to get past this IUP squad.
Yeah, this really doesn't look like the California team that we're used to. You saw on the tail of the tape there in the first quarter. This team really, they look, I mean, what's the word you could say, flat? Their shots that they're taking in the beginning of that game with a lot of opportunities there for Brittany Nelson, they just were not converting. Not a matter of can't convert, or they're just good defense there from IUP. We're going to see if they can turn on the second quarter and get some momentum back, as now Shatara Parsons takes up the step-back shot, no good. Abby Sporio coming there with the rebound, no good though, and IUP streaks up the floor. Carolyn Appleby, now Wolosik. Back to Appleby, working against Shatara Parsons. Now a new sub in, that's Kendall Hunter, and now number 23, that was Haley Denman, comes up with the shot, no good. Abby Sporio now pushing the pace down the floor. Trying to find someone, then finds Lana Dorn, then back over to Mickey Glenn. Gives it to Lana Dorn. Lana Dorn looks like she was going to try to pass it on the inside. Then Abby Sporio, good shot, no good, however. The rims at Mercyhurst were not liking California, and it looks like they're not going to like them here on this one either.
Yeah, these rims are really not cooperating with the Vulcans. As Abby Sporio, she made a great move near that baseline there to get into the hoop, and she draws the foul.
First shot is good. She's a 56.5% free throw shooter as Shatara Parsons subs out, and Precious Martin checks back into the contest. And her second shot is good as well. Now California down by 10. 9 minutes and 5 seconds left on the game clock. So now California is turning on the defensive pressure, pushing it, and Sierra Barrett almost coming down with the rebound and almost taking out WCAL announcers Anthony D'Agostino and Dylan Godet. She saved herself there. It's always the, I guess, advantage, disadvantage. You get to be down towards the floor, but you also might get ran into as well. California almost came up with a steal with Sierra Barrett yet again. But IUP's feeling the pressure, to say the least. Abby Sporio coming up with the steal and converting in transition. Cannot. Missing that one now. Almost got the crowd involved, but she misses it in transition.
Yeah, I think Abby Sporio was kind of hearing footsteps from Appleby on that one.
Most definitely was. You always can say that about playing on the backyard games or also on the floor. As now Appleby's shot is up and good. And she's just crafty moving to the basket.
I think she's, at this point, just throwing the ball up, and somehow it's just finding its way in the hoop. That's the second or third time she's done that and just kind of desperately throws the ball up, and it goes in.
And Lana Doran drives to the basket. No good. IUP coming up with the rebound. You said she's just throwing stuff up. 11 points already here tonight. So just being a force, as now there's going to say there's a foul. California will keep possession. I believe the foul will be called on Hallie Denman. Her second foul here already. But yeah, she's 11 of her team's 24 points. You know, you can really think about that in relation to Mickey Glenn. She's really been that person that can do that for California this season.
Yeah, Mickey Glenn only tallying 2 points so far. She needs to step up, and right here, almost had that and one.
You almost timed it up perfectly, you and her. But she will go to the line now to attempt 2. Lining it up, and the shot is up and good. Mickey Glenn, just old reliable out there on the floor.
Yeah, she's pretty consistent. She's pretty reliable on that charity stripe.
So now Appleby will be forced to push it around the floor. IUP feeling the pressure yet again. California trying to block something as Wolosik now forced to push over to Carolyn Appleby. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot is up, no good. Hallie Denman comes up with the ball, though, and then passing over a few times, Megan Smith. Now Brittany Robinson shot up, no good. Getting her own rebound, however. California, this is something that California never does, allowing them to get second chance points. Now Wolosik traveling around the three-point arc. Pass it in to Brittany Robinson. Pass breakup there. See a foul called.
On Mickey Glenn, I believe.
On Mickey Glenn. As now Brittany Robinson, a 72.5% free throw shooter this season, gets attempt 2 from the line. Also, Brittany Robinson hailing from Central Dauphin East. Did not even see that out there, as her first is up and good. Joins a few other Central Dauphin, Harrisburg, PA players out there on the floor. Actually, one just subbed off and another comes back in. Her second shot is up and good as well. Now with 6 minutes and 53 seconds left, Mickey Glenn trying to get a spark, as I said before. Tara Parsons passing on the inside to Sierra Barrett. Barrett tripping over a few players, then IUP comes up with the ball. Now Carolyn Appleby has it for the Crimson Hawks. Brittany Robinson on the outside working against Sierra Barrett. Driving into the lane, pushing her down, and then being forced, and there's going to be a travel out there on the floor. Good no call there by the referees. Yeah. It looked like it was just good defense out there.
Yeah, they had her covered on that one. She had no choice but to walk. That was Brittany Robinson. Refs, good eye watching those feet when she's trying to get past those California defenders.
And California also good job of really saving themselves by just putting their hands up, straight up. Can't really do much there in that situation as Mickey Glenn now brings up the defender and then could not get the shot to fall as Megan Smith comes down with the rebound. California is still down by 12 points, 26-14 with 6 minutes left. As Megan Smith passes over to Wolosik. Abby Sporio, like lion smelling blood, really comes over, and a big block there by Sierra Barrett.
Yeah, Sierra Barrett read that. She seen that she faked that shot. She was driving in, and then Sierra Barrett was right on it, blocking it, and denying the IUP Crimson Hawks for another 2 points.
And that's really where her softball skill, or excuse me, her volleyball skills pay off. I'm going to say softball, as now Wolosik shot is up and good. California down by 14 now. Sierra Barrett has it on the outside working against Wolosik. Over to Mickey Glenn, then Lana Dorn around the key. Sierra Barrett spots up, shot is up and good. Sierra Barrett now getting some confidence in the offensive side.
Yeah, that's a high percentage shot there from Sierra Barrett right at that foul line. She rarely misses from that.
It's now Wolosik feeling the pressure there from Mickey Glenn. Passing on the inside to Denman. Good defense there by Tara Parsons, then forced to push it on the outside. Now with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, Wolosik is forced to push it in. Good move there to get away from Mickey Glenn. Gets a shot to fall.
Just barely got that shot to fall. There was 1 second left on the shot clock when she put it up.
Now with 4 minutes and 48 seconds left, Sierra Barrett spots up and gets another shot to fall. 2 consecutive possessions and 2 consecutive makes.
Yeah, that was pretty much the same move, different position on the court.
There's a timeout on the floor taken by IUP, and California, really, they need to use this to their advantage.
Yeah.
They're pressuring them just a little bit. IUP still converted on their side. And now we're going to look at your screen here on the PSAC West standings. This game, 1-2 in the PSAC West, but really looking into the regional standings, that's where you can really see this mix-up as California sits at 1, IUP sitting at 3, Virginia Union losing, so California really solidified to take that number 1 spot. But this game, big implications for the playoffs.
Yeah, and with Virginia Union losing yesterday, that's huge for both California and IUP. California, with Virginia Union losing, California kind of solidifies that number 1 spot, and it'd be a bigger win for IUP if they got this win. They got it with potentially moving up to that 2nd spot in the regional standings.
And that would also shake up some things as well, being number 1 and 2.
Yep.
You kind of might be setting up another meeting between both of these teams. Also something to mention, Mercyhurst and Edinboro, 2 strong teams.
Very
California
strong
knows
teams.
that. California really doesn't want to drop a game to this IUP team, hoping that they can turn something on with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left before the halftime break. And then at that halftime break, they really need to do something. Jess Strom, say whatever you need to, honestly.
This is crunch time, really. This game, the rest of the season, coming to the playoffs, it's crunch time, and California needs to buckle down, and that starts in the second half.
It most definitely does, as they really have to lock down on the girl that has the ball in her hands right now, Carolyn Appleby. 11 points already here tonight with 1 foul. So California now coming up with defense. Abby Sporio now on the second time gets her shot blocked. So 2 possessions where Abby Sporio comes up with a steal. We're going to see if they can convert this time now with their full offense down there on the floor.
Yeah, and that was just good, cold-blooded defense there from Denman.
As Sierra Barrett's shot is up, no good. I believe Volosic maybe got a hand on that ball. Good defense from her, as now Volosic has it on the outside, working against Sierra Barrett still. Carolyn Appleby pushes on the inside, gets a shot up, and good. She can't miss.
Yeah, another shot that she just kind of threw up to the hoop and it went in. It's actually kind of mind-blowing right now, her shots that she's putting up. She has no business making them.
Shatara Parsons will be fouled in the lane. She really must have been using that practice time to find the spot. They use that box that's right behind the rim. They know, I'm sure these players, D2 basketball players, they know what they're doing out there on the floor. They know where they need to hit their spots, as Parsons' first shot is up and good. But when you're coming from a different angle, you know, you really have to find that spot quick.
When you're falling down, you need to. I don't think there's any strategy, just getting that ball up into the hoop.
And Parsons' second shot is no good. A new sub in for IUP is Mara Deanna, as Megan Smith on the outside gives it over to Volosic. Volosic now driving into the lane. Step back and forced to push it over to Appleby. And almost a steal there from Sierra Barrett. Almost got her hand on it. It's now Megan Smith forced to move around. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Good defense there from Mickey Glenn. Gets away from her. Shot is up, no good. And there's going to be a shot clock violation, as Mickey Glenn, again, going hard to the floor. Maybe a little bit of slick surface out there. It looks like she kind of slipped.
Yeah, and that's some good, solid defense as well. Mickey Glenn, she's a trooper. She'll get up from that. But this defense from California, holding them off for that shot clock violation, that's something special from their defense.
It's also good for your confidence levels as well. You can get that shot clock violation, get the ball back. Mickey Glenn shot up, no good. Spotted up from a little bit outside that three-point arc, and it just went off the front of the rim. So IUP will take over possession with Megan Smith. Pass it over to Volosic. Volosic just inside the three-point arc. Gives it over to Appleby. Appleby threads a pass on the inside to Denman, and then back out to Appleby. They're just milking this shot clock down with 6 seconds left now. 5. Volosic shot up, no good. Good rebound there from Shatara Parsons. Gives California the ball right back. Now Abby Sporio in transition. She's that speed out there on the floor for California as her shot up and no good. Keeping it alive, however, and then Megan Smith, her long body, 6-foot frame, gets the steal for IUP.
And Abby Sporio just trying to keep that ball in. I think she didn't put enough oomph on that pass.
Good defense there from California. Deanna shot no good. Abby Sporio, good play there as there's a jump ball on the floor. IUP will take over possession, if you want to call it take over. They still had possession. The head coach for IUP's got to be loving this in this situation. Can come out with a great start on the road. California, big arena. The atmosphere kind of at times might be a little bit in the favor of the road team. Really, it's quiet. As now Abby Sporio will bring the ball across half court for California. Mickey Glenn, pass it over to Sporio. Then Sporio picks up her dribble. Gives it back to Glenn, over to Doran out the top of the key. 10 seconds left on the shot clocks. Sierra Barrett drives into the lane, gets away from her defender, and the shot is up and good. Sierra Barrett now with 6 points here tonight.
Yeah, utilizing that bank right there, that backboard, as she puts that jumper up and gets 2 points, she's going to lead the Vulcans with points now.
California down by 11. Tara Parsons working against Brittany Robinson, and there is a foul on the floor called on Shatara Parsons. Looked like she kind of just hip checked her as she was trying to pick up her dribble and drive to the lane.
Yeah, Shatara Parsons throwing that hip in the way, kind of not letting her drive to that hoop, so they're going to call that.
Then again, you can say there's no rebound help on the inside, no defense. It's Brittany Robinson's shot will be up and good. So now California out, down by 12, or 13, excuse me. It's a foul called on the floor. Called on, I believe, Carolyn Appleby, so that would be her second foul, sending Lana Dorn to the line.
Lana Dorn shooting 71.8% this season.
First shot, no good. California still down by 13. 1 minute and 11 seconds left before halftime. Second shot up and good. As she shot that, kind of just backing up, she knew that was good. As now number 14 out there on the floor, Anna Holland, new sub in for IUP. Holland passes it over to Losick and then over to Denman. Denman driving into the lane, gives it over to number 22, another new sub, Kendall Hunter, and her shot will be good. California now down by 14.
Yeah, IUP just coming out with a lot of speed on offense right now.
Lana Dorn gives it over to Abby Sporio, the speed for California, and she coughs up the ball right into the arms of Brittany Robinson. Now IUP slowing the pace down with 33 seconds left before halftime. Losick on the outside gives it over to Hunter. Hunter now trying to find a pass, and then she does over to Denman, then over to Losick. Driving into the lane now, 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Her shot is good. California really needs to step up on defense, down 16, and it looks like their defense is Swiss cheese.
Yeah, the IUP is just finding all of their holes in all of the lanes right now.
And Mickey Glenn, good shot, and I believe that will signal the halftime break. California down 38-24. California looking kind of flat. We're going to see if they can bounce back. Here, we're going to take a quick break for the halftime period. So stay tuned. You're watching Vulcans women's basketball right here on CUTV Sports 1.